Yep.
Benghazi.
Sure.
Patrick, today Chairman Issa has issued subpoenas to 4 State Department officials. Will the State Department be cooperating with the subpoenas?
Well, as we've consistently said, we've been cooperating with Congress on this matter going back many months. We've made available to Congress several department witnesses and briefers, as well as over 25,000 pages of documents. We understand that Chairman Issa has issued subpoenas for 4 department employees. These 4 employees were already preparing to do voluntary interviews with the committee, and since the committee sent their initial interview request, we've been discussing with them in good faith, both the terms for the interview and the scheduling logistics. In fact, we had offered employees to be interviewed in early July, so this had been something that they were voluntarily willing to do.
But in that letter, Chairman Issa claimed that the State Department Chief of Staff, David Wade, has not been cooperating, that since mid-May they've been asking for these people. What exactly is the holdup then?
But we absolutely reject that. We've been cooperating all along, and the department has shown unprecedented cooperation. We've spent thousands and thousands of man-hours complying with dozens of requests from Congress. We'll continue to cooperate while urging our request that the Congress and the media shift from focusing on long debunked myths to the real need to protect America's diplomats and development experts serving their country overseas. So, on this particular case, ever since we received the interview request, we've been in regular contact with the committee, negotiating in good faith, and it's unfortunate that Chairman Issa, without warning, disregarded those discussions and issued subpoenas for witnesses who were willing to testify. This is a pattern that we saw with Mr. Pickering as well, something that this is a tactic he's used before. I can't speculate on his motivations, but it's something that he's done before.
And to date, how many witnesses have you provided for testimony?
Well, again, we've been in discussion with the committee about providing the witnesses prior to receiving these subpoenas. So we were working on the dates, working on the list of names when the subpoena sort of suddenly arrived yesterday.
It's been months. Why hasn't it happened?
Well, I don't know if I'd characterize it as months. I mean, this is something that I don't have the date of the original request from Mr. Issa here in front of me, but ever since we received let me see if I have this here. I don't have the date right in front of me, but ever since we received it, we've been in consistent and continual contact with the committee staff, and we've done so in good faith.
And lastly, do you think that this perceived stalling from Issa, that it could be perceived that these witnesses are being coached, or they're getting, taking time to get their testimony or words right?
No, that's absurd. We reject that. It's certainly understandable that people need time to prepare for congressional testimony. Witnesses take that very seriously, need time to review and prep, and that's standard practice and normal, so we just reject that.
So it's not the 4 people stalling, it's perhaps the State Department or it's Issa not being organized?
This is about getting them the best possible information, making sure the witnesses have time to be prepared to provide the best possible information. And, we were working with them in good faith and scheduling dates, so this sort of arrived out of the blue yesterday.
So you're saying that you told Chairman Issa that you've given them everything that you have, and you have nothing else to give them. Is that,
well, that's not exactly.
Terms?
No. That's not exactly what's going on here.
Okay.
This was a specific request, Saeed, for
right. I understand what's
witnesses.
Going on. I'm just saying, what is your position? What do you tell them? That we have already submitted all these, we answered all these questions?
No, the point is that the cooperation has been ongoing, and in this case, we were cooperating on providing witnesses. So we received a subpoena out of the blue. Go ahead.